My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent. I want to talk to you today about the IRS statute of limitations, and there's a big misunderstanding about that you have to know. That's not a rabbit, that's my crazy dog. I got a Belgian Malinois, and he takes over the house, but it's important that you listen. And apparently, my wife likes to get her Amazon shipments right in the back of my screen. Anyway, let me talk to you about the statute of limitations. I was an IRS agent for 10 years. I've worked thousands of IRS cases. There's a big misconception about the 10-year statute of limitations. The 10-year statute of limitations runs when that tax liability is assessed and it goes on IRS's computer. What does that mean? Well, let's say you filed the tax return April 1st. By the time the IRS took the return in, accepted the return, and put it on the computer, okay, it may not have hit to, say, March 7th or May 7th. So it could have happened 6 weeks after you filed the return. So it's 10 years from the date IRS put it on their computer. If you have IRS transcripts there, you'll see it as a TC 150 date. That is the official date the 10-year runs. So if you file your return late, it still runs that year. So I have people call me and they have a tax return, 2014 return, and they filed in 2016. They thought the 10 years runs from 2014. It doesn't. It runs 10 years from the day IRS put the assessment or your bill or your file on the IRS computer. Now, things can extend the statute of limitations. So let's say you have a normal case, it runs the 10 years, it's over. Things can extend that statute of limitations to make it longer. What are they? Well, bankruptcy extends the statute, a collection due process extends the statute, an offer and compromise extends the statute, and litigation extends the statute. The best way for you to find out when your 10 years is over is to pull an IRS transcript up and do the computations, because IRS just doesn't say, hey, this is the 10 years it's over. They just blend it in the transcript, so they don't really let you know like right up front. So many times, if you're close to the 10 years, you may find IRS, if you owe money, may accelerate the case back out to the field because they don't want the statute to blow. And by the way, if you're working a case and you're a revenue officer or anyone working a case with this imminent statute and that statute blows in your inventory, you could wind up getting fired. That's how important it is, because now you cost the government that money on your case. They will at least suspend you as a general rule. So remember, the 10 years starts the day IRS took that case in and processed it on their computer. If you're going to use any of these firms, be careful you don't get ripped off. Thank you. Give me a subscription if you would. I always tell you the truth. Thank you.